21 Sports. This is Penguin Game Day, driven by Greenwood Chevrolet, Austintown.
Penguin Game Day starts now.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Penguin Game Day as we begin our 21st season on 21 WFMJ. We come to you from the Courtyard Marriott in Canfield, where the Penguins are spending the night as they get set for their opener tomorrow night against Mercyhurst. Coach, 24 hours from now, you'll be on the field playing.
We will. It's, we've been going against each other since January 1st, whether it's in winter conditioning to spring football to camp. It'll be nice going against a different colored jersey.
88th year of YSU football, your 6th year. I know this team is special to you like all your teams are, but what makes this team special?
We got a lot of guys that have been here for 4 or 5 years. I think the leadership being more of a player-led, I've seen that since January. Coming off, where we didn't meet expectations last season, and seeing the focus, the attention to detail that those guys have done the last 7 to 8 months. So just excited to see them take the field and play football.
Coach, I think one of the most impressive stats is no starters were lost to the portal.
Yeah, in the spring, and that's the first time here. And, people say why. It's a lot of these 4th, 5th year players that have been in the system, and they're tight. They're tight. There is a brotherhood. There is a locker room. They play for one another, and I think that's the number one thing that kept those kids together.
And certainly you have some players coming back. Let's just talk about some of the guys who are returning.
Yeah. It starts, for offense, Bo Brungard, Max Tomczak, Desmel Lee. You got Shane Keenan, Van Keen, our 2 tight ends, Colt Seacrest, Austin Bray. Those are guys, the nucleus of what we built. Luke Hensley, another wide receiver. And those guys, like I said, they've been here 4 or 5 years. And then defensively, Mike Wells, another 4th year player. And Preston Zandier, a 5th year player. Karsten Marshall going into his 2nd year. DJ Harris at corner going into his 2nd year. Makai Shahid at safety. And then, you didn't get to see Dathan Hickey last year at safety. He got hurt last spring, our transfer from Yale. Been here, got elected captain by his peers, and I'm excited to see what Dathan can do.
Coaches, I would assume this is a smart football team between here.
Yeah, it's funny. President Johnson spoke to us the first day of camp, and he said the most important thing is that 6 inches between your ears, and it is. It's that mindset. It's the decisions you make, the mental toughness. How do you respond to adversity? And I don't want to forget Michael Boydus. Sure. He's another one. I think he might be the oldest player we got.
Thursday night, so a lot of eyes will be on. Do you like the Thursday game?
Yeah, let's get it started. I do. It's a little different schedule. Saturday was a Monday practice, Sunday was a Tuesday practice, so you got to make all those adjustments. But, what's nice is the kick the season off on Thursday going into the Labor Day weekend. And who knows how this plays out, in years to come, because now you can play week 0, which is the last weekend. So I don't know, this could be, those Thursday night games might come to a close.
Do you agree that the first game kind of sets the tone?
It does, and not only sets the tone. We got 4 games before we enter league play, and what we're trying to do is find out what our kids can do. We know what they can do going against each other. Now we get the opportunity to see, can they come together as one, and what type of football team are we going to be? So we're going to learn a lot at 10 o'clock on Thursday night of who we are for 2025.
Well, we're going to learn a lot about your starting quarterback, because Bo Brungard will be with us next when Penguin Game Day continues.